hockey-wise you feel necessary to talk about before we move on?
Actually, let's talk 15 more minutes about basketball, actually.
Oh, my God. Is that what you really want to do? Or do we move on to NHL?
Talk about the Panthers.
Let's talk the Panthers. Let's talk about the Panthers.
Let's not talk about the Stars. Let's talk about the Panthers.
Let's talk about the Panthers. And by the way, for those of y'all that are listening, starting next Monday, I think is what we decided. Starting next Monday, we haven't talked about any baseball, and obviously football's right around the corner, and that's going to be a fun fucking
basketball
time.
and hockey have just been dominating the headlines right now for the
they're
playoffs.
both playoffs start at the same time. It's
a lot to talk about in like 40 minutes. It's
and you got basketball and you got hockey, two very fun sports to watch. Playoffs literally start at the exact same time.
Legitimately on the exact same day.
Yeah, and where baseball is just getting in its group, like it's just starting. So we got
it's
we
probably
still got
at least
5 more months.
Yeah.
We got 5 months all the way to October, November before we go into, running for the pennant and World Series. So we got a lot of time to talk about that, and that leads right into football. So we try to overlap this the best way possible so that we don't bore you guys for watching us, but we also have enough detail to talk about as we're
they will never get bored of us. Come on.
No, they ain't gonna get bored of us.
Bored.
You see these faces? That's what we do.
Come on.
Anyhow, so let's talk some hockey. Panthers, Rangers.
Let's actually only talk about the Panthers and not talk about the Stars and Oilers. Because the Panthers are fucking... Dude,
okay.
Let's talk about some Panthers.
Okay.
I'm
going to bring up the Oilers just because you said not to, but we're going to do that. So
every single game in the series has been close. It's always been a
within one
game
point.
within one goal.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what, man, and the thing is, this whole playoffs, you just the eyeball test. The Panthers are just clearly to me are like the best team in the East. The Rangers are like this team that, and they're pulling out these wins, and you think, man, this sounds like a team that nobody thought was gonna come, and then now all of a sudden, like, you ever seen those teams like, example, the Nationals when they won the World Series, like just comes out of fucking nowhere and just wins the whole thing. The Rangers seem like that. But man, the Panthers are like UConn. They just go up there, they smash the ice. They put a ton of shots on goal. The goalkeeper is phenomenal from the Rangers. He's doing the best he can. I swear to God, if it wasn't for the Rangers goalkeeper,
Shesterkin.
Yeah. I always think
he's the goal for the Rangers.
I always think of Ter Stegen when they say Ter Stegen from my phone. Yeah,
Shesterkin.
But man, he's keeping him.
Igor Shesterkin.
Yeah, it's definitely Russian. For sure Russian.
Or Yugoslavian, whatever it is. But
same shit. But like he's keeping him in games. If it wasn't for that goalkeeper, it'd probably be like 3-1 right now or over. It'd probably be over. But he's keeping him in games. I tell you what, whoever comes out of this, we've been saying this for the longest time.
Yeah.
Whoever comes out of this, man, you just got from a dogfight.
Well,
from the conference finals, now you have to play the Stars and Oilers, which they're quality teams. They're not here for no reason, but come on.
Yeah, I don't.
These are two complete teams. Like the Panthers, there's really no weaknesses. Defense, offense, they can put up goals. Even when the third and fourth line, they still got players where they can still make contributions even when you wouldn't expect them to.
Yeah.
So they're just a complete team. Man.
I want to throw some caveats out there. First off, let's talk about the goalie, like you said. First off, he is the reason the Rangers have done with it. He is almost 95% saves. 94.4 or 94.5, whatever it was percent saves.
I'm looking at highlights. He's just, he got scored there, but.
So here's the thing, though. The one thing that's interesting about the Rangers that probably not a lot of people that listen to us know about is they are perfect at home. They're 11-0 at home. They haven't lost at home.
They played, game 5 was that in New York? Was that in Florida?
Yeah.
Until now.
So now that changes the dialect a little bit, right?
Well, they haven't played a team like Florida.
They're going on game 5.
Well, I'm talking from other series.
But so the thing is that New York has a better record. They're way better at home. Igor, their goalie, has one of the best save records in all of the NHL. And so they earn their right to be here. And that's why they're here. But you take the Panthers. Little worse record, not by much. I think it's like a 3 or 4 game deficit. Not as good as a goalie. But, dude, their strikers and their forwards and their power guys are just... Their shots on goal versus their points is insane. Like, they make things happen. And I think Florida is ultimately probably going to take this next game, which will shut, this whole thing down. But the Rangers have to clap back. Because here's the thing. Florida beat New York in their own turf. It's the first time this year it's happened. And it's in the fucking game before the fucking Stanley Cup Finals.
Yep.
Right? New York has to clap back now or it's over. See ya, sayonara, check the fucking passport, we'll see you in Cancun. Right? And it's like, they have to clap back. So I think this becomes this, and I've said this since the very beginning, this is a series of Goliath versus Goliath.
We're going to give out predictions right now. What do you think happens game 6?
I think New York comes out. I think they win by 1 because none of these games have won by more than 1. I think New York comes out. They win by 1 in Florida's own backyard. They clap back. They say, we're still here. We go game 7. They go back to Florida or they go back to New York. And I think the Rangers take this out.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Okay.
But
we'll see. We'll see. He also said this about Edmonton 2 series ago, everything. So we'll see what happens. So
I don't know, man.
Well, I do know. I do know. So let's go.
See, I actually agree. I think the Rangers will win game 6. But I want you to check on the laptop, and I want to see when game 7 hypothetically will be. If it's on Sunday, when will game 7?
It would be Monday. It'd be Monday.
So hypothetically...
But that's the only thing is they haven't put out because there's so many things going on Monday with WNBA soccer and baseball that there's no spot for it. So right now it only goes out to June 1st, which obviously only has it'd be in Florida. It'd be in Florida if that's
I'm taking Panthers at 7. I'm taking Panthers at 7.
I'm going to take the Rangers in 7, which I've said the entire time. So we'll see what happens. And this is why we have this show. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We get a little crazy sometimes, but we do this because we love what we do. And we literally live by this shit. So we want to make you guys the most informed bettors and decision makers when it comes to it. But that being said...
Shesterkin is his name.
Shesterkin. Igor.
That's the most Russian fucking name ever.
Well, it's Yugoslavic, so it could be Russian.
No, Yugoslavic was demolished back in like 1996 or something.
It was 98.
I actually learned that on TikTok,
I was part of that when I was in the Air Force, so. Anyhow, let's talk about the one game you don't want to talk about that's going on right now. Dallas Stars, Edmonton Oilers. They're currently up right now 3-0. Tied up 2-2. I think Edmonton takes this game tonight. I obviously clearly have that in my bet. Connor McDavid, I'm riding him, taking him to Stanley Cup playoffs. I think this is going to be Oilers, Rangers. That's my overall bet. I know we're sitting at 40 minutes now, so I'm not going to harp on it too much. I think Dallas has all the talent in the world.
Yeah.
I think they could have capitalized a little earlier on this team if they had the chance to, but I think Connor and the Edmonton Oilers, they got momentum behind them, they got heart behind them, they got hunger behind them. I see Edmonton taking this out the series. Dallas goes night-night, and we see Edmonton Oilers and New York Rangers in the Stanley Cup playoffs. I know you don't agree. You see Dallas Stars and Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup. So,
well, the Oilers have
none
of that hungry, resiliency. No, I'm kidding. But
you're when you lie, it's bad. When you lie to yourself, that's the worst lie.
No, I never lie.
I'm just giving you shit. I'm giving
never
you shit.
lie. Here's the deal. I think I can really see the Oilers, winning this thing. Heck, I can even see them win next game. Man, I always
they're gonna win tonight unless Dallas comes back.
No, I'm talking about. I'm assuming they win tonight.
Yeah. That'd be 3-2.
I can see it happening. I truly think it'll be like that first round series against the Golden Knights. They went down 3-2. They win Game 6 and then Game 7. Here's the thing, and I know you'll agree with this. If the Stars win Game 6, anything can happen in Game 7, right? Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. But here's the thing. I'm going to stop you there because here's the part where I disagree with this. Is Edmonton right now, they're in Game 5. They're in Dallas's backyard. They're down in Dallas. They're up 3-0. This is Game 5. They're about to win it. They go back to Edmonton for Game 6. They win at home. That's over. It doesn't go Game 7. Right?
Nope.
So Edmonton has everything on the books possible right now for them and all the momentum in the world to clear this next game at home. Which would make all their fans super happy. All the people that traveled 5,000 miles, 3,000 flight miles, all these birthdays, all the signs we've seen in the last week and a half that we've seen, that's what they'll do.
You're getting those Southwest miles, huh?
Southwest miles.
I know that's all.
Shout out to Mila. So we'll do that. So
Johnny doesn't know who Mila is.
I know it doesn't matter, but our Southwest.
But here's the thing.
She's our designated Southwest rep agent. So
yeah, she's terrible. At it. But
she's not gonna like that. But okay.
But she's probably not even listening to this. It doesn't matter. But what makes this series so interesting is like, okay, you're talking about momentum, right? I swear to God, every game it's been a momentum shift from like the first quarter, the second quarter, the third quarter. So I don't think momentum really plays a part in this series because there's been at least a couple occasions where I think, oh fuck, the Oilers are gonna probably take this, and then it's like, oh shit, the Stars,
Yeah.
okay, well, hey, I predicted that, but we'll see, man. Game 6 can literally, I can see where you're coming from.
Statistically, right now they're in Dallas's.
Well, I'm going with my heart.
You should never do that, but okay.
I know.
It's all about stats and data. But the thing is right now Edmonton is in Dallas's own backyard. They're beating them 3-0. This will go 3-2 for the series. Edmonton then goes home back to Canada, their own backyard, where their fans are fucking super fans. They are super fans.
Because what else are they doing in Canada?
Nothing. And they're gonna beat Dallas. It's gonna go.
I was just look at those
4-2.
I was like, look at those Oilers fans. They got nothing going except.
It's gonna go 4-2. It's gonna be Edmonton Rangers in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Man, we can dream, right?
Well, I'm not dreaming. I'm being realistic here. So
I don't know.
Anyhow,